The House on Maple Street. When I moved into the old Victorian house on Maple Street, I didn't expect much. The rent was cheap, the neighborhood quiet, and the house had a charming, albeit slightly run-down appeal. It was the perfect place for a fresh start after my recent breakup. The landlord, a strange old man named Mr. Whitaker, handed me the keys with a warning: "Stay out of the basement." I laughed it off, assuming it was a ploy to keep me from storing junk down there. For the first few weeks, everything was fine. The house had its quirks: creaky floors, drafty windows, and an old boiler that made odd noises. But it was home. One night, I heard something unusual, a faint, rhythmic thumping coming from the basement. My curiosity piqued, but Mr. Whitaker's warning echoed in my mind. I tried to ignore it, attributing it to the old boiler. The noise persisted, growing louder and more insistent each night. Finally, my curiosity got the better of me. Armed with a flashlight, I crept down the stairs to the basement. The air grew colder with each step, and a musty, damp smell filled my nostrils. The thumping grew louder, echoing off the stone walls. I found the light switch and flicked it on. A single dim bulb cast eerie shadows across the room. The basement was cluttered with old furniture, boxes, and cobwebs. I followed the noise to the far corner, where an old wooden door stood slightly ajar. My heart pounded as I approached. I pushed the door open, revealing a small, dark room. In the center of the room was an old wooden chest, the source of the thumping. It shook violently, as if something inside was trying to escape. I hesitated, every instinct screaming at me to run, but something compelled me to open the chest. With trembling hands, I unlatched the lock and lifted the lid. Inside, I found an old, tattered doll, its porcelain face cracked and eyes missing. As soon as I touched it, the thumping stopped. The room fell deathly silent. I felt a chill run down my spine. I quickly closed the chest and backed out of the room, shutting the door behind me. I fled upstairs, trying to shake the feeling of dread that had settled over me. That night, I dreamed of the doll. It whispered to me, its voice a haunting, childlike melody. "Set me free," it said. "Help me." The next morning, I called Mr. Whitaker, demanding answers. He sighed, his voice heavy with resignation. "The house has a history," he said. "A tragic one. The doll belonged to a little girl who lived there over a century ago. She disappeared.